Imagine with me for a moment. What if the first Christmas had occurred in the year 2006? What if the Holy Land had been in Northeast Ohio? How would Christmas have been different? How would Mary and Joseph have traveled? Where would Christ be born? How would it be announced to the world? Who would arrive for the birth? You are being invited to a behind-the-scenes look at the 5 angels who planned it all, with their boss's approval. Let's join them as they receive their mission.
Angels, the time has come for the big event. I'm counting on all of you to make the arrival of the boss's son a memorable occasion. The boss gave the order. We have to take care of the details.
We hear you, Chief.
This is a very important assignment. The boss will be really pleased if everything goes well. After all, it's the birth of his son, and he will really be upset if anything goes wrong. On the other hand, if everything goes well, it may be a good way for you to finally earn your wings.
Don't worry, Chief.
Your instructions are in the envelope. Grab it as it passes by.
Who's in charge of this operation? I'm willing to...
Work that out among yourselves. The boss is only concerned that the job is done. Now go and do your best.
I'll read what the instructions say.
Well, I guess that's that.
Well, it says here that the boss's son will make his arrival in a few days, which take care of all of the details of his arrival. It says the details are up to us, but the parameters are spelled out in this list.
Ralph, since you have the instructions, why don't you lead us?
Well, that seems like a good idea.
Boy, please. I don't think so. This is a birthday. We have to plan a party for the boss's son. I don't mean any harm, Ralph, but planning parties is not something you're very good at all. This is going to take somebody with some style and some grace. So, you're not going to be able to do it.
Girl, I suppose you mean you, right?
Girl, Ralph knows what he's doing. He's got a solid track record. If we listen to him, we'll probably get our wings.
This is going to be an exciting event. It has to be memorable. This calls for someone with a sense of flair and an eye for the dramatic. In other words, this calls for someone just like me.
Girl, you got too much flair.
Excuse me? Did I ask for your opinion? Does anybody else feel this way?
I have to admit, Angelica, sometimes you are just too dramatic.
Look, what's important to me is that we carry out the instructions the way the boss left them. He gets upset when we stray away from his principles.
But this is such a big event, and I just want to do justice to it.
Everything the boss asks us to do is important. We must follow his will, Angelica.
Angelica, I'm not trying to hate on you or anything like that. You are one of the most creative angels on our staff. But sometimes you can go overboard.
You really get yourself worked up with some of these big ideas of yours.
If it wasn't for Ralph reeling you in, there would have been some real mess-ups.
Talk about not being appreciated. Could you just give me one example of what you're talking about? Can you really even think of one? Well, remember when the boss told us to get the people across the Red Sea for Moses?
Girl, you wanted to build a gutter bridge across the Red Sea with others on each side dressed in white to show them the way?
Not only that, he spent 2 whole days trying to decide what color to paint your bridge. You wanted a bridge that could match the blue of the water. You left Moses there, standing by the sea with those people shouting at him.
If Ralph had not received orders to quickly split the sea in half and dry the land, Moses would have been a gardener for sure.
Okay, so that was one time. You have to admit that my plan would have been talked about for years. It would have been pretty seeing them cross over. But it's not what the boss ordered. Okay, I'll admit I might have gone a little too far on that one.
On that one? Well, do you remember the food the boss served Israel in the wilderness?
I remember it. It was quail and manna.
You said quail was too small. You wanted to have turkey and dressing, collard greens, cranberry sauce, and sweet potato pie.
What was wrong with that? We could have given them a little variety. They receive manna every day. But a little toast, a few greens, chicken and rice would have been nice too. But it was more than that. Don't forget the tablecloths. You want to invite a million people with clean, white tablecloths in the middle of the desert. I figured these were the boss's people and they deserved the very best. They would have loved it. If their boss provides a table for his friends in the presence of their enemies, what's wrong with having a clean tablecloth every day? Forgetting one little thing. It wasn't what the boss ordered. He said quail and manna. Not chicken, not collard greens, not cornbread. Just quail and manna. That is what we need to stick to. Okay, we did it, didn't we? They got quail and they got manna. But remember, they did start to complain about having to eat the same thing all the time. I was partially right.
Okay, but do you remember the time when the boss ordered the chariot to swing low and bring Elijah home? You almost messed that up too.
First of all, chariot barely made it on time because you ordered it to be painted with gold trim handles and the wheels had to be spinning wheels. You had 24 angels on their hands and knees polishing the chariot. Well, it was a heavenly chariot. I thought the boss would be pleased if Elijah came home in style. What's wrong with the frost and the bling?
How many chariots of fire have you seen before? Did it ever dawn on you that the ride home in a fiery chariot from heaven was style in itself?
I simply wanted to leave a very good impression on Elisha when he saw his master Elijah leaving. Good idea, but, and I do mean but, what you wanted was not what the boss ordered. The principle was still the same, a heavenly chariot to pick up Elijah. I still think it would have worked out fine.
Even when Solomon built the temple, you almost messed up the boss's plan.
You want to put 30 seats in the temple. You want to build it like a dome so people can sit inside and see the sacrifices. Well, it didn't seem right for the people to just stand outside of such a beautiful building. Solomon spent $1 billion building the temple with no seats. I just wanted to help him out. That's what we're talking about. You have trouble following the boss instructions. That's why maybe we not have seen our wings yet. That's why we think Ralph should lead this project.
Well, it looks like we can get this done if we each take a particular job. The boss has picked the location. Gloria, you take care of that. Alicia, you handle transportation. Angelica, I guess you can take care of public relations.
Public relations, that's all?
Yes, you make sure that the arrival is announced. Get the word out.
There's no flair in that. There's no drama in news releases and memos.
Angelica, just do it. I'll take care of the guest list. Well,
Hi, thank you for watching our video. If you'd like to watch this message in its entirety, please visit us at our website, www.glenvillenewlife.com. And thanks again for watching.